Hello everyone. So this video is a bit of a longer one. I understand that. I apologize. But what I wanted to say was we're so close to 10,000 global views in all my content, and I appreciate that a lot. Getting a lot of support lately, lots of views in the recent videos, and I'll be trying to post more often since now I have a good computer. And yeah, so thank you so much for the support. And also, spoiler warning, as this is an anime, I'll be talking a lot about Naruto and quite a bit into Shippuden and a bit into the manga, not too much. But yeah, thank you all so much and have a fantastic day. Hey guys, it's me, Galactides, and today we're gonna be doing a little Naruto Part 1 tier list. And basically, I got a new computer, and the thing is that it's a bit of a wider computer. So my mic isn't actually placed in front of me, it's to my left. So I apologize if the mic sounds a bit weird, or if you can hear like my keyboard or anything. I apologize. I'm trying to get a fix for it, but for now we're gonna have to deal with it. So this is just a Naruto Part 1 tier list. So like the characters you see the most in Part 1, these aren't like those characters that appeared like in 2 episodes and then they disappear and then they're never here again. Now I do see a few characters that are missing, but I don't think they're really major characters that people would care about. Like, for example, there's Kotetsu and Izumo that I don't think I see up here. But, you know, I'll put Kotetsu and Izumo, like, while I'm editing, I'll put a photo of them somewhere at the end of the video and show you where they are. Anyways, so first off, we have Anko. Now, Anko, in Part 1, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, damn, this is kind of a cool character. Like, all the scary shit she was doing, and like how much of a badass she was. Like, honestly, overall a great character. I put her at B, but the only problem is that she doesn't get a lot of fighting and stuff like that, which, you know, kind of ruins it. Next we have Asuma. Asuma again is one of those characters we don't see a lot of fights of. We see him once in Part 1 helping Shikamaru because he was about to die, and we see another one where he's fighting Kakuzu and Hidan, and as we know, he dies. Okay, so but as a character, though, and the sadness of his death still got to me. But see, the thing is that Asuma should be higher than Anko. But okay, we'll just do this. I was gonna add like a B plus or something, but we'll just say that he's a really high B. He's like a mid to low B. Next we have Choji. Choji, my boy, like he's an A tier. Okay, he has a lot of sick fights in Part 1. Now, he doesn't win a lot of his fights, and sometimes he's just eating and shit, and there's not like anything major happening. But against that fight with this guy, I forgot what his name was, he completely kicked his ass, and that was one of the most badass fights in all of the Part 1 Naruto. So yeah. Next we have this guy. I forgot his name, but we're gonna put him at C tier. Now, reason he's gonna be at C tier is because really, like, what does he do? He's kind of minor, right? Like, he's cool, he did a couple fights, but like other than that, there's nothing too major. Next we have Ibisu. Yeah, we'll put him, yeah, high C. Actually, we're gonna put him at low B. He gets quite a bit of screen time. He's Konohamaru's sensei. He's cool. Like, there's nothing to be said. He's not a shit character. He's cool. In the Pain arc, he was like about to fight Pain, about to get his ass kicked, but you know, he was about to sacrifice his life. Gaara. Now this is Part 1 Gaara. Part 1 Gaara, I didn't like him in the way. Not saying I didn't like him as a character. I just didn't like how much of a dickbag he was. But when the Sand Shinobi invaded and then Naruto beat the fuck out of Gaara, like, that was sick. So I'm gonna put him at S. Like, Gaara's just a sick character overall, his sand and stuff. So yeah. Next we have this guy. Like, who likes this character? Like, the character itself is not bad. Like, man, no one likes him. Haku. See, I don't like him more than Asuma. It's just the fact that just the sentimental value that Haku has compared to Asuma is different. Like, tell me tell me you were not sad in that arc, and like it was like, no, Haku, and like we all missed Haku. Haku was a great character. Now I'm really stuck in putting him in high B or putting him in A, or just leaving him mid B. I think I'm just gonna put these two on par. I think they're on par. That's fair. Hinata part 1, she's pretty cool. You know, she does some gaming. You know, she's not anything insane, not anything crazy. I wouldn't put her above Anko. Now, some of you guys might be like, what, Hinata? Remember, in part 1, she doesn't do much. Okay? She doesn't go in many missions. You know, she's not insane. She was just a good character. Next, we have Ibiki. See, Ibiki doesn't do much fighting in the first part, which will drop him down a little bit. But as a character, as all he did, it was completely sick. Okay? He was a very nice character. I'm gonna put him on par with Anko. Next, we have this guy in part 1. I mean, there's really nothing to be said. He's just awesome, I guess. Put him at low B. You know, see, I think for the most part, she's just... I watched part 1 in dub and sub, and for the most part, whenever I heard her voice, it was just annoying. Like, I was just like, bruh, please shut up. But, like, when she hits that mind transfer, it's kind of like, let's go. It's kind of hype. But also, like, she's kind of an annoying character in part 1, at least. And, like, she doesn't do much. So, I'll put her just below. I'll put her below. Yeah, below Hinata. Iruka Sensei, there's nothing to be said. Bro, he's the reason why Naruto's alive and living and good, you know? Next we have Itachi. I don't think there's much to be said. He's in S tier. Well, in part 1, it was kind of cool when Jiraiya fought Itachi. Really nice fight. Itachi with the Sharingan. Like, who didn't like Itachi? Like, in part 1, you know, we didn't know what Itachi was truly doing. So, as a character, I would have put him at an A. But how much I liked him, I would have put him at C. I'd been like, fuck you, Itachi. Now that we know. Well, we knew in Shippuden, so... Still, in part 1, he was still a great character. Jiraiya, like, I don't need to explain. I just don't, okay? I think this guy's name is Boros. I forgot. Yeah. He's cool, I guess. He's strong. Goji kicked his ass, I don't know what to say. Kabuto, I think his name was. Yeah. I think I'll put him here. I don't actually like him as a character, or no, as a person, but as a character. Great, awesome character. You know, he's a complete dick. Kakashi. I think he deserves S. But yeah, I need to organize this top part real quick. I think this is fair. Since we don't see much of Itachi in the first part, we just see him do like an Amaterasu and like whatnot. We don't see much. Actually, yeah, I think that's fair. The reason Iruka's up here is because, of course, he's the one who trained Naruto and all that stuff. Like, there's no reason for him to not be up here. Now, you may be the argument that he doesn't do much in fighting, but like, he's just cool, okay? Pardon me. Where was I? I completely forgot. Yeah, I put Dry up in S tier. He was cool. I think that's what I did. Whatever. Oh, Kankuro. That's his name. Yep. Kankuro. In part 1, he was kind of a dickbag. Like, honestly, he reminded me completely of Kiba. Like, he had the same personality as Kiba. Reminded me a lot of him. But he was very sick. Like, his puppets and shit. Like, at first we were like, puppets? Really? And then once we saw what the capability of the puppets, we were like, god damn, that's sick. Kiba. See, in part 1, he was awesome. Like, when we saw that Fang over Fang, we were like, oh shit. But he was also always an ass, but like, yeah, I don't think he deserves to be over Asuma though. Actually, in part 1, maybe. We'll keep him on par. These three will be on par. Next we have no, that's not Kimimaro. Kidomaru, I think that is. I forgot. Spider Guy, I think he gets above. See, I think this guy just has more character compared to him. So I think I'm just gonna put him just slightly above him. But yeah. Kimimaro, he has to be above these two without a doubt. I'm gonna put him right above Hinata and Ino. He doesn't deserve to be over Kabuto in part 1 because he did a lot more shit. Yeah, I think that's fair. Her, I mean, there's really nothing to be said. She doesn't do much. She's not D or E tier or F tier where she uses jack shit, but like there's something that happens. Kisame, it's really only fair if we put them on the same level because they both appear basically at the same screen time every single time, and they both kind of take part in the exact same thing every single time. So really there's no argument about why they shouldn't be side by side. Konohamaru, he's on par with these three. I'd say he's on par with these three. He's cool. I think I'd put him slightly above these two because he learns the Rasengan and shit, and that's just awesome. But yeah, Kurenai, I'd put her right beside Ibiki. Or not Ibiki, sorry. I forgot his name already. Jesus. But yeah, I'm gonna put him right on par. The thing is that she's just kind of bland. She just does boring genjutsu, really, with like trees and shit. So, Rock Lee, or not Rock Lee, my guy. My lord, I'm crazy right now. Yeah, when he activates the gates, it's pretty sick. I'd say, yeah, I'd put him next to Kakashi. Now, this S tier seems a bit weird because, like, what? How is my guy over all these people? How is Aruka above these two? How is Gar above these two? But keep in mind, it is part 1. We don't see much of these two, okay? They did cool shit, but we see way more of Gaara. And Aruka is for the sentimental purpose. He's awesome. This guy, I think he got like his ass kicked by Sasuke. Oh no, he got taken out. No, he got killed. I think he got killed by Sasuke, or like beat by Sasuke. And then Sasuke got like the curse mark thing on him, and then it activated. Naruto, for part 1, like honestly, I think this is fair. Maybe I'll put him up here. I don't know. See, the thing with Naruto is that he's just so sick through the entire thing. Like his like, I think part 1 was my favorite season personally because of all like, I don't like personally overpowered fights. I like when people are down at a weaker level. You know, just personally me. And I loved part 1 because everyone was on par with each other. It wasn't just like Naruto up in god level and there was like Kiba and like, I don't know, Choji down in like, you know, in a wall level, you know. But, you know, Naruto, just so much cool shit. There's nothing to say. Next we have Neji. Neji, he's an S tier in part 1. There's no denying that. He deserves to be up here. The shit he does in part 1 is absolutely insane. When he fights Kidomaru, it's crazy. I love that fight. Orochimaru. Now, none of us really like this guy, let's be honest. Like him, like he's annoying. He's a piece of shit. But as a villain in part 1, we have to give it to him. We're gonna have to do this. Okay. Rock Lee. He does a lot of cool shit. I think, I don't know. Okay, we'll put him at a really high A right now, like almost S tier. Nah, he deserves S tier, I'd say. I'm gonna fix these rankings at the end of the video because right now they're a bit off, but I'll fix them at the end of the video and then you'll see. Next we have the two-faced bitches. See, I think in power-wise, like abilities, I personally like them more than these two in abilities. But honestly, this guy's like has much more of a personality compared to him. He's just like emo, fuckboy, annoying, two-faced demon shit, so it's kind of annoying. Sakura, I think she just deserves to be on the same place as Ino. They're both like basically the same character. Like honestly, they both like Sasuke. One of them can do mind transfer, the other one can just heal things and do absolutely nothing in part 1. Okay. Sasuke, it's really only fair to put him up here. I don't think he deserves to be over Kakashi or Jiraiya, but he is very cool. Shikamaru, yeah, I think he deserves to be over Gaara. He does so much. He's awesome, you know. He does so much shadow paralysis shit, bro. It's crazy. Shino, A, I think I think these three are like kind of on par with each other. I think yeah, I think they're on par. Next we have, I completely forgot her name, but Tsunade's little guardian person guy. I think, yeah, she gets to be like up here on match with these people. She's cool. Doesn't get much fight though, so she just gets to be there naturally. It's just like all the sound ninja, they get to be here. Like there's nothing interesting about them. As a matter of fact, I'll put this guy up here as well. This guy up here as well. Like honestly, the people I like the most out of all of them is just this guy. Like honestly, if I could, I'd put him a little bit higher, but Temari actually gets some cool shit. It's only fair if I put her next to Kankuro. Tenten, kind of bland and boring. I think she gets to be just below Hinata. Hiruzen, just there's no arguing it. He's just an S tier. I'd say above Sasuke. Tsunade, I wouldn't put her S tier level. I want to just put her at a high B since. Yeah, we'll put her in A for now. Zabuza, very easy S. There's no arguing that. First arc, we all loved him a lot. Little ramen lady, like bro, argue. Where's him? There's no arguing. They're the best in the entire show. There's no arguing it. This guy, I mean, he's probably just high C. He's annoying, and then he turns into a furry halfway through the show. So, where's Konohamaru? Like, yeah, I think they're like just these two are just below Konohamaru. This guy, it's only fair if you put him on par with these two. I think he's just a little bit better than him, but yeah. Akamaru, we'll just I don't know, I'll just put him like as a package with him. I don't know. Akamaru, yeah, he's cool. Genma, personally I really like Genma. He was kind of a badass. I liked him. I'm putting him in the A tier. Now you might be like, what? Above Asuma? Now once again, I will be changing this, so calm down. At the end it will be changed. Okay, next we have her. She really does nothing. We'll just put her at a C, I guess, high C. Hayate's fight was absolutely badass. I think he deserves B. Him, I forgot whose dad this was. This Neji or Hinata's? Either way, I'm not sure where to put him just yet, so I'm just gonna put don't remember for now, but I will switch it. Now for the summonings, I mean, I'm gonna put them in their own standard for summonings, so they're not gonna be compared to the characters themselves. They're just gonna be said as a summoning, okay? So just don't be mad. I'm not saying if I put this guy in S tier, I'm not saying that he's better than all these characters. I'm just saying as a summoning, he's an S tier summoning. I like him, okay? So I'm putting him in S tier. I really like him. She can get B tier. I mean, she's a slug. There's nothing really cool, like not cool, but there's really nothing interesting. I think this is a cool little summoning, a big ass snake. I like it. Forgot his name. I think, yeah, he gets a B tier. I think he gets an A tier. They get a lot of screen time and they do a lot of shit. And then him, see, I'm honestly mad that he killed Hayate, but like honestly as a character, I'd give him like, yeah, down here, I guess. So yeah, now we're gonna quickly fix the tier list, swap things around, and yeah, I will be right back with that. So I did some moving around and checking around, and so I was kind of rethinking the purpose of the video, which was how good the character is like a villain, a hero, or like, you know, how good their character is in general. So I'm gonna be explaining you through the thought process. These two, see, the thing is that they're like, personally, they're not shit characters, but they just do nothing. So I'm gonna put them in not enough screen time. Again, honestly, all these summonings deserve above a B tier, like each and every single one of them. Again, I put these two in S, these two in A. This can get a B, and then this can get an A as well. Then these three are just down here because they're just kind of there. They're annoying. They don't really do anything. I I think, yeah, the reason I don't know where to place her personally. She's one of the Sound Four or whatever their names were, and she does a lot, but she's kind of like Ino in Sakura. She's like that character that you want to just shut up and die, kind of. You don't want her there. These four right here, they're self-explanatory. This guy really all he does is kill Hayate, and you know, he doesn't do any cool stuff in the fight. He really just goes haha Windblade and then cuts him up, and then it's like, oh okay, well cool, I guess. But maybe I'll put him above these. We'll just leave him at the same level, maybe him a little bit higher. These three, they do nothing really. They're better than these three obviously, and him. She does nothing. She just gets a bit of screen time. Like really, I'm just gonna put her down here. He like shoots a fireball once, and then he like does a bit of cool stuff, and that's like all I remember of him. You know, these two, the bridge builders, like just sentimental value. They're great characters. They were well developed, I'd say. She does a bit of fighting, you know. She helps Tsunade, Naruto, and Jiraiya a little bit. You know, she's not bad. Kurenai, her genjutsu, you know, she still doesn't do much. Put her a little below her. These three, it's only fair if they go up here. They did a really good job as villains. They were really well developed villains, I'd say. There are good fights with them. It's just the fact that, again, like the one thing I see about a lot of the part 1 characters is how some of them are just like overly like annoying, I'd say. Like you'll hear me say it a lot. Like this guy is the only one that I can say isn't annoying. This guy talks too much. He just says the weirdest shit. And then this guy, I guess, is fine. Like, see, I want to put them over them, these four, because they do much less. Like, putting their fights compared to their fights is not a lot, but they don't get a lot of screen time and a lot of development. They just kind of die off. These guys are throughout the entire series, so it's only fair. Now, Konohamaru, I'm gonna drop him down here. I would have put him up there. Again, he becomes a bit stronger and stuff, but again, he doesn't get a lot of screen time. He's more a kid, and like there's not much of a reason to put him up there. Anko, now the reason she's above all of them is again, she has more of a personality, because these two are just the same character again. This person is just kind of there throwing kunai at people. And like Hinata and Anko are like on par. She actually can fight. She actually does stuff. She gets a bit of character development, like actually quite a bit when between the Neji battle and like the Sand Shinobi invading and the Sound Shinobi invading. She gets a bit of character development. And yeah, again, she gets quite a few fights. Anko just has a nice like personality, I'd say. Like her personality in the show is cool. Hayate, he has a sick fight with him. Now, Hayate has more screen time than him, that's why I put him up here, and honestly, the shit he does was so sick. It's just unfortunate that he died, so I feel bad, so I put him up here, and I kind of like him. Hayate, he 2v4'd these guys, these four right here, the Sound 4, with them being on second stage curse mark, and he tired them out and almost defeated them, while it was just him and I think Raido it was. Yeah, him and Raido. So, like that, I think that's enough to get him up there. Ibiki again, he's just sick. Like, there's nothing to be said. These two, I put him as a package basically. Like he's just a cool character. He's just again, he's a bit of an he's one of those like dickbag characters again. I dropped Iruka because again, we're judging on how good of a character they were, like hero, villain, etc. So he doesn't do much of that hero villain stuff. He just raises Naruto practically, and we don't see much of him fighting. I don't think we see it at all. I think we see it in one filler episode where like Naruto goes to the hills or something, and then he like kicks one person, and that's it. Tsunade, now I'm gonna put her up here. She does a way more to the. She does way more compared to all of these people. Well, it's not that she does way more. She becomes the Hokage, right? Kind of the reason why the leaf is chilling back in part 1. It was basically the only reason. So I think it's fair. Now, these four, again, they're just cool characters. They do lots of cool fighting and stuff. Kimimaro, cool character, you know. Nothing to be said. These two, now, they're good villains, don't get me wrong. But compared to all these guys, I don't think they match. Like, I don't think they match these people. Now, maybe if I wasn't influenced by Shippuden, I would have put them up there. I would have definitely put them up there. But I'm a bit influenced by Shippuden, so I'm in here with slight bias. So I kind of put them down there because, you know, we kind of know what happens to people if you watch Naruto. Rock Lee, sick fights against Gaara, sick fights in general, fights Kimimaro was sick, like there's nothing to be said. Akun Zabuza's sentimental value, good characters, great character development. The fights were insane. When they got revived, it was kind of like, yo, no way. These two, I put them as a package because they appear on the screen at the same time every time. Like, Itachi's probably better than Kisame, but I think it should deserve that they be together. Shikamaru and Neji, I put them above these four. They get more screen time once again. They do more fights. These two are kind of on par. I put Sasuke over him. Again, Sasuke more character development, you know. He learns more than Gaara. Gaara kind of just stays residually the same, other than he changes from being mean to nice. Naruto, you know, he's above Sasuke. I don't think there's an argument to that. Like, I don't think anyone should argue that. Hiruzen, he's above. Again, the reason I have Hiruzen above is the fight with Orochimaru was just absolutely sick. Like, honestly, I tie these two up. I tie them up. Then Kakashi and Jiraiya. Kakashi and Jiraiya are just basically Naruto's mentors. They just do everything for him. Like, it's only fair if they go above Naruto. These two, best in the entire show. Now, that's my tier list for part 1 of Naruto. Some characters are missing. I forgot Kotetsu and Izumo, but I would just put them around these guys somewhere. These 4. I'd probably put them behind Hayate. Yeah, behind Hayate sounds fine. Yeah, that's my tier list. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and see you next time.